This How to Do Florida segment is presented by Visit Florida.
Every year, like clockwork, sea turtles by the thousands make their way to Florida's coastline with one single purpose. That's right, our state is home to one of the premier turtle nesting sites in the entire Western Hemisphere, the Archie Carr National Wildlife Refuge, located in South Brevard County, about an hour-and-a-half drive from Orlando. Scientists here study and track thousands of turtle nesting sites every summer and lead guided nighttime sea turtle walks in June and July. That gets us to step one, Turtle Nesting 101.
As a Floridian, I mean, we're very lucky to have these creatures right here in our backyard and nesting and doing their thing right here on our beaches.
Look at this.
This is actually a green sea turtle.
The dent it makes in the sand is just incredible. I mean, it's just like a perfect path right up the beach here.
This is actually what we call a false crawl. She did a body pit here, and it looks like she started digging an egg chamber, which is now filled in a little bit.
Yeah.
But for some reason, she decided not to nest here and decided to leave and come back another time. They do come back to their natal beach. So the turtles that were laid here 25 to 30 years ago are going to come back to this very same beach to lay their eggs. They'll lay about 100 to 120 eggs per clutch. The reason for that, unlike humans who may have a few offspring, they have as many babies as possible in hopes that one will actually make it to adulthood.
I connected with my expert for the evening, Dr. Lou Earhart, who is one of the most experienced turtle experts in Florida.
I don't know everything there is to know about the turtles here, but a lot. And,
Well, if you need to know something, just ask me.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
The doc wastes no time putting us on an amazing discovery.
This is a loggerhead hatchling emergence.
Doc is absolutely amazing. I mean, this is what I was hoping to come here and see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to see them come up and lay eggs, but to see them hatch and to see them go back into the sea.
You're really lucky. You must be
Yes.
living right.
I see why people are so in love with sea turtles now. When you come out here and experience these turtles hatching and going back out to sea, yeah, it does something to you. They can hear it. Here it comes, guys. Woohoo! That's cool.
Here's step two, Turtle Watch do's and don'ts. No cameras with flash devices or flashlights are allowed. Basically anything with a light on it, don't bring it. Make sure you bring bug spray. Remember, it's summer, you'll need a lot of it. And be prepared to walk along the beach for at least 1 mile. The refuge recommends children should be at least 7 years of age to participate. If you ever encounter a sea turtle, remember, be quiet, move slowly, and keep your distance. These animals are protected and it's illegal to touch them. That leads us to step 3, find a nesting turtle. Question is, how exactly do we do that?
Now, do you smell them? Do you call them? How do we get them from the ocean to the shore?
Turns out the Archie Carr Refuge has student spotters all up and down the beach looking for turtles ready to nest.
We've got a turtle at 11-4 that's digging.
Get us a turtle.
We're approaching the point on the beach where the loggerhead is, and there's a scout right hiding behind her shell right now, watching her in the darkness, and we'll know the instant she begins to lay.
What's that down there? Is that two people making out, or is that a turtle?
Here's the loggerhead that the scouts have found for us, and she's in the process of laying, so she's perfectly all right with us being here.
Wow. It is just a awe-inspiring visual to be here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that why you do this?
Exactly, and there's nowhere better to do it than the Carr Refuge.
Once she's done laying her eggs, Doc turned me over to the students, and I got to assist in some real deal turtle research.
The first thing we do when we come up to a nesting loggerhead is we'll check her for tags, and we put them right here on the trailing edge of the front flippers, so there would be one on each side. So she doesn't have any tags, so we're going to go ahead and get some tags to put in her.
So you're giving her a little bit of jewelry.
Yep.
A little bling.
A little flipper bling, yep. Here, can I stick it in there?
Right through the nail.
Just like getting a piercing.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's an easy.
Little pinky ring.
These tags, actually, occasionally they pull through, just like a piercing tear out. So we go ahead and give them 2, so that way if they lose one, hopefully they still have the other one.
What if you find a turtle that already has been tagged? You just make documentation of that? And
Exactly, and that's useful information as well.
So she's throwing sand with her front flippers,
Yep.
So what, is she like getting ready to take off here, or what?
She's disguising the area. So now what we're gonna do, she's all tagged up. We're gonna go ahead and do the measurements next. Careful.
Ah! 106 and a half.
And then we're gonna go ahead and do the width. We want the widest point.
96 and a half.
This is the standard sea turtle measurement right here. So from the nuchal, right there on the neck.
The highest nugal to the longest pygal. How big is that?
It's 96.5, so that's bigger than average. 92 is the average for size for a nesting loggerhead.
18.9 on the head. Whoa. Ooh, she is done. She's ready to go back in the ocean.
She's pivoting now. It looks like she's going to head back.
Look at that, man.
She's done her task.
That is so cool.
It's easy to see why the scientists at Carr Refuge are so dedicated to protecting these creatures.
You did a good job. You should be proud.
I have encountered sea turtles all my life living here in Florida, but nothing like this. I have to admit, this experience has changed me. I may not be ready to go turtle crazy anytime soon.
You're crazy.
Yep.
She's a crazy turtle girl right here.
Yeah.
But I did walk away with a renewed appreciation for these magnificent animals, and you will too.
This How to Do Florida segment was presented by Visit Florida.